The first thing we want to talk about is what is slope. Okay, so there's a lot of information here on the slide, so I'm going to kind of run down for you real quick and then show you the important things to write in your notes. For slope, it represents m in your slope-intercept form, and so we're going to be seeing this equation a lot. And this is where slope is located. Okay, so we're just focusing on that today. But you can basically find 2 points, x1, y1, x2, y2, and it's going to be the rise to the run, or rise over run. And that basically means the change in y over the change in x. You can do that by using y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And this is kind of challenging right now, but I'll show you how to do that a little bit simpler in just a moment. So I do want you to write down that what I boxed in purple. So basically, when the line rises from left to right, the slope's positive. When the line falls from left to right, the slope is negative. Essentially, slope is going to be rise over run in fraction form. And your fraction can be positive or negative depending on what your slope is doing. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to get you to copy down what's in purple, unless you want to copy down the whole slide. Let's go. The next thing we're going to look at is whenever we have points represented in a table, and we're trying to find the slope for that. Remember when you first wrote down number 1, you wrote down this little example, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And this would just be the difference in y over the difference in x. Okay? So what I like to do is just pick the first 2 points, or 2 easy points, and then subtract them. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say, like for letter A, I would pick the 2 y's, 20 minus 14, and then using that same order, if I did top minus bottom, I'll also do top minus bottom here, 4 minus 7. Okay? If I subtract 20 and 14, I'm going to get 6. Then I subtract 4 and 7, I get negative 3, and then I can reduce that to negative 2, so this one's slope is negative 2. Okay? So again, if I did this for maybe letter B, I'll just pick the first 2, and I'm going to do 2 minus 2, and negative 1 minus 1. 2 minus 2 is 0. 1 minus negative 1 is negative 2, so my slope is 0 for that one. Okay? So that means there's no change in y. Letter C, though, if I do y2 minus y1, I'm going to be doing negative 3 minus 0 first, and then x2 minus x1, I'll do negative 3 minus 3, minus negative 3. Negative 3 minus negative 3 means negative 3 plus 0, and that's going to give me negative 3 over 0, which means undefined. Okay? And with this one, because the division is by 0, you would just say the slope is undefined. And we'll see what that looks like whenever we start to plot that. So just remember, anytime 0 is on the bottom, you cannot have a number being divided by 0, so that slope is undefined. But you can definitely do like letter B, 0 divided by 2.